So I thought I'd do an update on the cabin because it's been a while. Not a whole lot has changed here. I do have Starlink, which is nice. That's a curse and a benefit. It's kind of nice to have internet up here, but now I can check the internet all the time. So what I'm working on this weekend is I have a ton of wood to cut up. So I'm going to take the tractor, kind of lift some of these big logs so I can cut at them and go from there. And then that'll go into that deal. This one's pretty much full. This is all just crap basswood wood. And then this is probably going to get all burnt out this winter. It's pretty much almost full. I've got a little bit left to get done in there. And then as far as I put in a new driveway, which I didn't want to do, but I needed to do, and I'm glad I did. But yeah, that driveway is pretty slick. And then the well, I got the well in, but it's not hooked up to anything right now, but we'll deal with that. And then the stairs, I'm going to put a deck in. I have to take these trees out, which are leading right toward the cabin, so that's going to be fun. And then, I don't know if I took a picture of this, but I brought my patio furniture from home and brought it up here. This is nice. I took a few naps and stuff like that in the summertime, and then I've got that. I was going to light that last night. It was just a perfect night last night, but I was tired and I just ended up going to bed. So, and then sorry for the mess in here, but turn on some lights here so I get a little idea. So I got the kitchen, microwave, I've got a air fryer, I've got this little fryer thing that my brother and sister-in-law gave to me. And then I've got the furniture here, which is, as you can see, I was chilling out having some coffee this morning. And the fire wood stove, I've got that gonna go. I'm gonna get that going tonight because it was a little chilly this morning. Last night it was 50 degrees. It was 48 when I woke up. I don't know what it is right now. It's what, 50? It's 50 degrees right now in here. But and then I got some piles of wood. I got a little stuff. See, this is where I sleep, and then I got my little heater going on in here because it's and so the tub is coming out and the shower's going in here, and then I've got to put in a utility closet, which all the the pressure tank and everything else is going to go into, so that'll be kind of nice. And yeah, I've got to do some plumbing this winter. So the well comes up right through here. And so what I'm going to do is it's got to go all the way back behind this corner, back in that back corner where I'm going to put the utility stuff and put that in, get that all wired up, test it. That'll be a spring project because I don't want to deal with it in the winter because it's gonna get cold. So anyway, I'll show you the shed. Before I go to the shed, I thought so I've got an air mattress bed up here, and it's pretty nice. Again, I've got to do some trim and stuff like that, but from time to time I'll sleep up here or take a nap up here. But it's kind of one of those that unfortunately, I gotta go up and down the stairs a couple times at night, so that's why I sleep down here. So as I'm heading to the shed, I've got a trail back there that, I don't know if I'll go back there today. I've got to go check my cameras, but so this whole area with all these trees, I'm hoping this winter to cut down most of these trees, and then there's gonna be apple trees that are gonna go in here. I may put some blackberry bushes, some strawberries and stuff like that in there, because over there, can't see it from here, but I've got a garden that I'm going to start. But yeah, I kind of want to cut this all out and put in some apple trees. The deer will eat most of them, but oh well. it'd just be kind of nice. So one, I'm hoping to put solar panels on the shed, just because with the electric boiler in the wintertime, this thing is going to just use up a ton of electricity. But so yeah, neighbor built the shed for me. I love it. It's one of those that, as far as the colors, he wasn't sure that that red and the gray was going to look very good, but I get so many good comments from the neighbors and people that stop by. But yeah, it's so I got a little door here and a big door there. I got a bunch of wood over there too. I'm gonna get a sawmill, and then so we're working on this right now. As you can see, it is leaking, so I need to have, I've got a sign on there that says Oliver's got to look at it, but I'm gonna have Jim hook up the electricity, Jim, the electrician, neighbor guy, and then I'm gonna have off-peak heat. So that was a little bit above my deal because there's an extra meter right there that has to be hooked up, and I'm not sure how to do it. I could easily hook that up to the panel, but I don't know how that works. So I've got a fridge, got some beer in there, got the four-wheeler, I've got my scaffolding, I've got a old bed that I used to sleep in, and that the mice has been getting into it, but hopefully I may put it in here someplace. And then I've got to put all the conduit up there for the lights and the fan. And as you can see right now, I'm just putting up plywood on the walls. Eventually I'll put some boards that Jesse, my neighbor Jesse, is cutting up for me from trees that, and I got a nice big bench. I got this bench. Again, as you can see, there's things in process like crazy. So I kind of get things done and then I just kind of leave them because right now I don't like this stuff. I have no place. I mean, I put them over there, but I'm like, okay, priorities. Because like, again, this winter, we'll see what I get done. Plumbing is the key thing. I got all the piping and stuff like that over there. This is the pressure tank I got to put in there. So yeah, it's kind of one of those that this is people come in here and they're like, this place is huge. I'm like, it's going to get filled up because right in the back here, so I'm going to build a loft. And so this whole back wall, that second level, is going to be a loft. And I'm going to probably put some, I haven't decided if I'm going to put a sleeping area down in this corner over here or put it up in that corner in the top. And it's just going to be like a bunkhouse. It's not going to be like livable. It's just going to be, hey, somebody wants to come up and they don't have a tent or whatever, they can sleep in there. But yeah, that's pretty much the deal here. And it's kind of nice. I got the motorcycle up here. The neighbor and I got the motorcycle out a couple of times, which is nice. I got snowplow. I've got a grader. I've got a post hole digger. Got the kayak. I need to start, this summer I went kayaking maybe a handful of times. I've got pizza, my little pizza oven that works with either wood or propane, which is nice. And, but yeah, slowly but surely, but yeah, it's kind of one of those, I want to get heat in here for this winter. That's my priority. And then hopefully I can get the lights and some fans. We'll see. I'm planning on putting 2 lights up for sure right now, and then probably 2 down on the other end. But it's going to depend on how bright they are. I have to get industrial lights. So, and then I've got, don't ask me, I got one more that doesn't run, and this one that's brand new because I didn't want to deal with that one. But yeah, it's kind of one of those that it's pretty sweet. It's quiet today. It's second weekend of deer hunting, and it's really quiet. I've only heard like a few shots, so not a lot of deer this year. But so yeah, and then over here, I'm thinking of putting in a sawmill over here on the side of so I'll build a little shed around it, keep it out of the elements. And then, as you can see, this is all from the trees that were cut down to build this thing. And I've got plenty of wood to either make boards out. Again, if it's basswood, but like that's oak right there. I think that's oak right there. I think that's a combination of both. But and then back here, I'm gonna probably, this is all gonna get like mowed down. I'm gonna put another fire pit over here. So if, say, my niece came and her husband came up, or they want to kind of hang out over here on their own as opposed to being over there, I don't know, vice versa. Originally I was thinking of doing an Airbnb with my cabin and then being able to sleep over at the shed, but they don't allow Airbnbs in this particular township. So, and as you can see, I've got stacks of wood here, there, and everywhere. Every spring I look at it and I go, oh, there's so much to do. And then this Widowmaker here came down this summer. I had to cut off. But, so yeah, so today I'm going to cut up some wood, and I'm going to probably be tired, and then I don't know if Jesse's going to cut up some of my boards, so I may go over there and help him. I don't know if Steve's going to go over there either. But yeah, it's kind of one of those that slowly but surely getting things done. But I'm thinking, you know, once I get water up here, I want to put in like an electric heater in the cabin, because what'll happen is I'll get the stove going, get it nice and toasty in there, and then by morning it's a little chilly. So if I had an electric heater in there, that would help that out. But yeah, this is where the garden is going to go. I think I may put some raised beds in here, but we'll see. But I had to dig up all these roots. There's a ton of roots in here. Because all this underbrush was all right here. But yeah, I want to clear out all this stuff, because otherwise it doesn't get any sun until like noon in the summertime. Right now it's getting some sun though. But so yeah, that's the tour.